Life as a Penguins fan has not been good the last couple of weeks, and in this video, I'm going to be discussing Matt Murray and why I do think he is broken. Now, what do I mean by this? What do I mean by Matt Murray being broken? That's a pretty big thing to say. That might trigger a lot of people right there, but let me explain myself. We start off the season with every fan pretty much hoping and thinking that Matt Murray was going to bounce back. Even me, I thought Murray was going to bounce back. You can go see some of my videos in the offseason. I put so much faith into Murray thinking he would bounce back. In comes game number 1 and number 2 of the season. He has not bounced back. He's playing terrible. But then comes later on to the season where he plays phenomenal, and now we're thinking maybe he's bounced back. And now here we are where I think, like I said, he's broken. And what I mean by that is he's just not the same mentally and physically. Now, I think it's a little bit unfair to blame Murray for this. I don't think Murray is the reason why the Penguins are last place in the East, but it is a part of it. And you need a save from your goalie. Yes, I know the defense has been terrible. I've been defending Murray all year in the beginning, why the defense has just been terrible. But at one point, defense will be terrible. You need your goalie to make a save, and Murray has not been giving the Penguins that save. Now, what's the number one thing I would like to fix for Murray? I know everyone's commenting, the glove, the consistency, whatever. Yeah, all that would be nice to fix. But for me, number one would be the confidence. Murray has no confidence right now, and a big part about being a goalie is confidence. And if you have none, you start thinking about it differently. Instead of thinking about how I need to make the next save, you start thinking about how, please, I can't allow the next goal. And when you start thinking like that as a goalie, you're going to allow the next goal. And I know, because as you can see the pads back there, I'm a goalie. And I know there's a lot of goalies watching me. I'm sure someone there is a goalie. And you guys know that once you have that thought of, I can't allow the next goal, that's when you allow the next goal. You got to approach it by saying, I'm going to make the save, and not say, I can't allow the next goal. And I think Murray right now, that's his mindset. He thinks, I can't allow the next goal. And when you think of that, you're going to allow the next goal. And when we had the rookie Murray who was winning the cups, I'm sure he was at the all-time confidence. He probably went into the game saying, I'm going to get a shutout every game, having that type of mentality. And when you think like that, you go into the game like that, not saying you're going to get shutouts, but you're going to play well. You got to believe in yourself. And I don't think Murray believes in himself right now. And his confidence is probably at an all-time low. Probably won't ever get lower than this. And to get that confidence back to just 50% is going to be very hard to do, let alone to get it back to where it was a couple years ago. Now, this puts you in a really tough situation with Murray. Do you, put him on the bench and put DeSmith as the starter? Do you scratch him entirely and bring up Tristan Jarry? There's so many. Or do you just play him and hope that he fixes this by himself? Well, what I think we should do is I think we need to ride DeSmith. We need to give DeSmith more than just a game, but we need to give him a bunch of games and let him play until he has a couple bad games in a row. Not just one, give him a couple bad games in a row. I think we just need to give Murray a lot of time off. But then there's this other side of me that's saying, if you give Murray the time off, that's not helping his confidence. He's thinking now, wait, am I not the starter anymore? And that where his confidence is right now, it goes even lower. So that's my other worry. So maybe you just play Murray and hope, you pray that he works this out and he figures it out on his own. It's just a very tough situation with the Penguins and their goaltending right now. I would like to know what you guys would do in the comments if you were Mike Sullivan. And I know there's those Fleury fanboys, those guys who think we should have kept Fleury over Murray, who are watching this with a little bit of a smile, thinking that, finally they're realizing keeping Murray was the bad choice, whatever. No, I still think keeping Murray was the right choice, and I'm always going to think that, even if Murray turns out to be the biggest bust. For those who think we should have kept Fleury, just keep in mind, it makes no sense. In sports in general, you always go with the younger choice, and especially if they're cheaper too, you're going to go with that choice. And Murray was around $2-3 million cheaper and 10 years older. He could be the biggest bust of all time, and I don't think he will be, but he could be the biggest bust of all time, and I still think Murray was the better choice, and I'm never going to change my opinion on that because you always go with the younger guy over the older guy. So all I'm trying to say is don't give up on Murray. Give him a chance. I know right now it sucks, and he sucks, but you got to just be patient. We were patient with Fleury during those bad playoff runs, and it worked out towards the end. We got to be patient with Murray because I have faith in him. Do you guys have faith in him? That's the question. I know I have faith, and I know a lot of you guys have faith too. And yeah, that's all I got to say for today. And also, fun fact, the last time I made this type of video about a player was about Crosby, and literally 24 hours after that video, he goes and scores that goal against the Oilers. So who knows, maybe, Penguins playing 24 hours against Buffalo. If Murray does start, maybe he gets a shutout or plays good, whatever, wishful thinking. But I'd like to hear your thoughts. Who do you think starts tomorrow, DeSmith or Murray? Who do you think should start long term? Do you think Murray will fix it? All that, I'd like to hear your thoughts. I will see you in the next video, and thank you so much for watching.